Well, you don't see this every day pouring concrete, huh? We have to go along and clean up this inside edge. What was the high today? 39 degrees?
Yeah.
I didn't feel like getting in the water. That's how you do it. All these clips being powered up on the patio. Okay. Oh. Travis? Can you reach it? Pull me in a little bit. I'm good. Glad the pool's no bigger than this. Alright, that's good. Oh, we got plenty of food.
Whatever you do, don't fall in.
Oh, I forgot the sponge. Yeah.
Stretch.
Yeah, I'm good right here. We'll start cleaning our way down.
Man, I gotta check the temperature because it's definitely getting colder.
I can tell you that.
It's 40. It says 43, but it's 43, I guess. You're right.
Too fast. Back me up. Nope, right there.
It says it feels like 38. It's 43, but it feels like 38.
Okay, back me up. Good. All right. Back up. There we go. No need to come back tomorrow. So that's our deck drain, all the way across. So we'll get that tape cleaned up. Now the water can go in there and right out into the yard. That's good. Okay, so there it is. We just thought it would be funny to video the kayak doing the edge. We got here early this morning. It was quite dark out. Mixers were here. No time to set up a camera. And it's the end of the season. We just didn't have time to get the camera going. And, I mean, it's just a boring, broomed swimming pool. Now, I say that because we do a lot of neat stuff.
Yeah.
But
look at the edges.
I wanted to get how we did that edge. So I thought that was funny. I hope you enjoy this little clip. Thanks for tuning in to Conquer with the Hosses. November in Pennsylvania. This is what we get about every other day. So we prepped and poured this garage this morning. Tom's on there doing a little bit of troweling. Looking pretty good. So we're all about to get on it I ran down to Chubb's place and got some breakfast for the guys for coming in. What I wanted to show you back here, I talk about this quite often in our videos. What a mess, huh? Okay, so in the spring, we're gonna do this patio. So, you can see how this all sunk here. This is what we call the overdig. When they dug the foundation to the house, they dug it out about 4 feet bigger. It gives them room to work on their footers, on the wall, on the drains. And then they fill that back in, and it's a fresh wall, so it very seldom gets tamped. So as the material sits there, now the weight of itself, Mother Nature, it starts to settle. Now if we pour concrete on this before it settles, and then once we have our slab here and it settles, you can see there'll be a big void underneath there. If we're not reinforced properly, patio is going to crack. So the reason I'm saying this is, if you have a project going and you're building, make sure you maybe tamp it. Just be cautious. You don't want to tamp too much. That basement is a 9-foot high wall, so if you start running a compactor, you know, at the very top of it like this, you could crack a wall, you could push it. Now it is a concrete wall, it's very strong, but nevertheless there's a lot of weight against it. So you could come up halfway, tamp it, you could fill it all the way up with stone. Pricey, but not a bad way to do it. Or just wait. You can see how just in 6-8 months it settled that much. It's actually a little mushy, so it has some more settling to go. So in the spring, what we will do, we'll fill this the rest of the way up with stone, and about 2 feet. But what I want to do, here's the top of concrete. We're going to drill and put rebar dialed into here, and they'll be about 4 feet long. And then our full length rebar will come on top of that all the way to the wall, and those will not be drilled in. So we'll have 2 layers of rebar here. Very important, very important. And I just wanted to talk about that. Once I saw this, I said, oh man, that's a good good video of whenever I'm talking about the overdig. This is what I mean. See you in the spring. Okay, finally made my way onto the floor. We're just getting spread out. We got here about 7 a.m. Prepped it, poured it 9, and it is now 11, so we're moving pretty good. That's what we're looking for, first pass. So I have to be home by 2 o'clock. We gotta get moving. I'll show you why shortly. Let these lines out or you will see them. Nice and flat. Now keep in mind there'll be drywall, baseboard against here, but still we want it to be pretty nice so it sits nice and flat on there. There we go. Okay. Notice how we put the expansion joint along the wall so the concrete doesn't touch the lumber. That all closed up. flat. That first pass. You got the whole corner good over there? Should I stay over here? Need me on that side at all?
No.
How's truck 2 over there? Okay. Once you get the walls done, the middle goes a little bit quicker, a lot quicker. Okay, here's the reason we had to get back. There's Steve's truck, all the tools out of it. We're going from this to this. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to let them touch it. Nice and clean. So we'll get this all geared up and ready to go. Let's go do some paperwork. Okay, Steve, keep it clean. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. All right, see you at home. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Conquer with the Hosses. What a project today. It's been raining now for about 2 days, and it's quite cold. Let this guy get warmed up. We're hitting this pool building. 2,500 square feet. Actually, 2,750 in here. What a garage, huh? I'm jealous. This is what I'd like to have this just for my wood shop. So we're doing a 6-inch thick floor, 2 inches insulation underneath it. We stopped at Home Depot this morning, and that's almost everything we need. We still need 14 sheets, a little bit shy. So Ryan and I are here. Matt and Jim are on their way. It is the day before Thanksgiving, so I know you're not going to see this for probably 3 or 4 weeks, but happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
There you go. So we're going to go ahead and get this dirt tamped. Spread some stone I had delivered yesterday. To be limestone. I like using that because once we tamp it, it locks together. Still plenty of drainage. There we are, a little bit lighter. Okay, let's get the tamper going. Let's go. We got turkey to eat. I just went around and pulled all the loose stuff away from the wall. A little bit more to go in that corner. All the loose debris outside. I just got done digging out underneath the steps. So before we put our stone in, just want to tamp it down real good. Woo. Kind of noisy. All right, let's get back on the machine. I'll shovel that out. Get this out of here. We're about ready for stone. Readjust that. I bumped it with a shovel. check. Pretty good, huh? Ryan's giving it a tamping. Okay. And Matt's working on foam. We're going to get a Visqueen 6mm vapor barrier down and the foam on top. And wire mesh ready for heat tubes. Is that heavy?
Not at all.
A lot lighter than concrete, huh?
A lot lighter than TrakMat.
Plastic vapor barrier done, 6mm Visqueen. Now we're just working on the foam. So I moved my reading to 6 inches. This is how thick the concrete will be. And we are right there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So you want to cut these pretty tight. Take your time. You can see how tight we are around the posts. We don't want any heat loss coming up through that floor. So I saved some chunks. And I stuff them around the pipes. It's easier just to cut them with a handsaw. And then like I said, I just fill in the gaps with a little bit of chunkage. There's our word, chunkage. Need me to hold that? Jim got it.
4 inches.
Save it. We're going to need it at the end. $70 a sheet for this stuff. Okay. This will go quick. Just cutting in the edges, cutting in the pipe. You can see how that takes time. We'll be out of here momentarily, ready for Thanksgiving break. Good morning, everybody. We're going to go pour that big floor. I don't know if I've ever showed this. I need to load this power trowel up on my truck. And these, you know, I'm getting older. I don't want to bend over and pick up heavy things anymore. So I made this contraption. I thought you might think it's kind of neat. It's on 3 wheels, so it turns real easy. Now we have it wedged in here. Get around that garden hose. So one person can load these up. And I designed this based on this door. Make sure that door's all the way up. I got this idea from an old engine stand I had. Now I just use this boat winch crank, pick it up, put it in the truck. Quick. We have our laser set in the middle of the floor, broadcasting a line. So the guys will just run a chalk line on the wall, highlighting all that. Our foam's in place. This is what I was talking about yesterday with our beveled edge. You can see how concrete will go against here, beveled edge, concrete will go against here. That way it looks nice at the top, and we have some mass here. It might, nah, I doubt it. It could hairline off of this, but it's close to the wall, and I don't think it's going to with that massive concrete there. All right, and we're gonna start hooking up some hose. Mixer just pulled in. Let's get going. This is all put together. Pins are set. Lines are chalked. Oh boy. Mornings are so hectic. 2 trucks are here mixed up. Yeah, we just dumped the slurry in the end of the hose, chased it all the way back. Now this is all coated with cream. As the aggregate comes through, it dries that hose out, balls up, plugs up. So hopefully we don't have that happen. I think we're ready to start pumping in minutes. I'm going to set you guys right here and see how this works. Bye.